Now, kiste 3J, dus a polygon function, tugs an function dún x a gwerth cethe minus hinjig x carnithe minus dó x plus dó yig. Okay, now the curve y of x is shown below. Find the two non-integer solutions of the equation. Okay, now, merken tussen de graph. Okay, so we just got our free graph that the run your cost lesson. Okay, now to got free punch away, so test can root away in here. There's any small net 3 in shot, so that's a non-integer root. I guess there's a luigi here, I guess luigi down, so that's a non-integer root. I guess test can go to got free minus 3. So test going this year root. Okay, so then head root x quadrant luigi 3, I guess x quadrant here. So that's the two integer roots. So you can add in integer roots, right? Integer whole number here, I guess luigi 3. Add each in the factors. So you to x plus 3 medifa x minus here. Medish in the you to x carne plus dou x minus 3. Now waiting to shin the but on the new kilo shan. Okay, now shin a quadratic factor done function shin shan. Can the human quadratic factor ella? But the quadratic factor when you come can the human can ella more shop. Right father, so kite to right father in. Then you be right father there. Jordy, no? Right, okay. Right, so kite to right father in. So look lads, Kaisha Tasha's the smooth you in terms of doing all this sort of edge and how do we receive Kingdom Jada. Like Tai Kirsty Michelle have knees not run to the so you have to try and smooth you. Kaisha Haynes I see she's trying to figure them out. Okay? Now we're smooth you to year we're talking so gender right father. So you with the right father. So it's x squared plus dou x minus 3 around there. X squared to k minus hinjig x carne minus dou x plus dou yig. So median what for x squared, so raised you to x squared to k plus dou x cube here, or you do by a second, but anyway, you will sort that out the next line. Dou x cube here minus 3x carne here. Minus, I guess plus. So the shunny calima, the minus dou x cube here, minus hinjig x carne plus 3x carne, so shun minus art x carne here, minus dou x plus dou x. So just be clear you hate lots of cubed to 1 more squared. So quite tall minus 2x squared or cubed and then minus hinjig plus 3 and minus art x carne. Well on the new kilo. Okay. Now raised made the anode from minus dou x. So minus dou x for x carne to minus dou x cube here. Minus dou x for plus dou x to minus k head x carne here. I guess dou x for luigi 3 you to plus she x. Add in the signs plus I guess minus. So to shunny calima, so to make factor minus k head x carne here minus art x plus dou yik. With the anode for luigi k head. So to minus k head x carne here minus art x plus dou yik. 0. Okay, so nash can quadratic ogum to nash. How do we find the non-integer roots? Michael, how do we find the non-integer? You can do non-integer roots. What does that mean? Non-integer means to go to decimal place. Can you measure roots in decimal place? There's a quadratic equation ago. Minus b formula. So heighten minus b formula says, okay? So raised try to go in minus b formula. Now to x carne you got minus dou x minus k head. So to x quadrant minus dou plus or minus square root minus dou carne here minus k here for hin for minus k here a legish gonna dou for hin shuna dou. So your non-integer roots quadrant dou plus or minus square root you to k here it's in square root 20 is gonna dou which the quadrant 1 plus 2 square root 5 plus or minus and there's your two non-integer roots. Well, and then you're right, catch where my 2 square root 5 is. Oh, actually, it's square root 5. Because I do all a dou with it. Okay, so it's 1 plus or minus square root 5. And there's your two non-integer factors. Okay, so raised so in the roots, so to x quadrumla 1 plus square root 5 agus to x quadrumla 1 minus square root 5. Agus sin, that's your two non-integer roots. So you can see that's non-integer. Integer is said whole numbers, positive or negative. So you can add any. Okay, so these are non-integer roots, means you get to screw in fractions. Okay, well, I'm going to in some yeah, okay, right. So just in my sin up against slew, so do I go to add the like that. Okay, right. We should be able to be carjig down to die here, so just driving free carjig. Okay, so x equal to quick minus short x equal to k plus 3 jig x cube here plus x carne here minus jig x plus k. Okay, so sin kiss the car jig. The curve y equals fx is shown below. Find the two non-integer solutions of the equation. Now, on graph, my contest of the graph, reached pick them off the integer roots. Right, so to integer root are going to minus 1, agus to integer root are going to da. This is our non-integer root, and this is our non-integer root. So can we see no prima? Okay. So in the roots are going to jaw. So x quadrumla lujihin, agus x quadrumla da. Now to birchig da, because tasha, when you come here, it's twin root because there's a curved. So raised you to x plus hin for x minus da squared. So kind of give it them up. And then you okay x minus da squared because it's a curvature tartig da. So we have three roots. Okay, medicine give them up. Okay, so my vention you to x plus hin medifa x carne minus k head x plus k head. So raised to sin quadrumla x cube here minus k head x carne here plus k head x plus x carne minus k head x plus k head. So raised to sin quadrumla x cube here minus 3x carne here then yeah x calima plus k head. Okay, so shin the cubic function. Now round shin the shan shin I just find the quadratic. So you do x cube here minus 3x carne here plus k head. Ranter x squared to quick minus short x to k here plus 13x cubed plus x squared minus 16x plus 4. Okay, medicine x squared. So you to x squared to quick minus 3x squared to k here. It's just be clear and plus 4x squared. So find a gap. Minus plus agus minus. So the shouldn't call the mass, so to make minus k head x squared to k head plus 13x cubed minus 3x squared, lose jig x plus k head. Okay, median what from minus k head x. So you to minus k head x squared to k head plus jig x cubed minus jig x squared. Or minus jig x, go with this. Add in the sign, so plus minus agus plus. So the shouldn't call them off to make x cube here minus 3x carne here, the shouldn't call them off plus k here, so median what for here. So to x cube here minus 3x carne here plus k here, so you shouldn't get the 0. Next, ten quadratic go the out in the non-integer root of prima. The race goes to the minus b formula. So to x quadrumla minus k here plus or minus square root minus k squared lose k here fahin like is gonna da fahin. So to x quadrumla k here plus or minus square root. Now erase you to k for k jig minus k and da jig. It's gonna da so to x quadrumla da plus or minus square root 3. And there you have your two integer roots. 2 plus square root 3 agus 2 minus square root 3. Yes, Colin.
How did you get the square at the top there? You see for the factorizing at the very top?
Here?
No, just at the very top, like at the beginning of it.
Here?
Yeah, there.
X minus 2 squared because the curve.
Okay.
That you have a twin root due to the shape of the graph. Can you go to the imagine? If you have a twin root, you always curve towards the number.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you okay, that's it. Right. So mid-rail is a chapter. We'll move on and inequalities. Inequalities. I'm actually going to check out the paper scrutiny here. Wall inequalities of the think wall. Okay, camera shini in the on the wall, we just do practice. Anyway, that's alright, let's stop since. We're to chance out of a video of you. Not go fall. You're to a, we should get here. Catch a rushing. Oh, run far to get on. Okay. So it is 3x minus 1 you slew in the quadrant carriage to the heen trasness swap like a g plus heen you to 3x you slew in the quadrant quick jig so to x you slew in the quadrant quick and that's your solution. Value beat the x at 10 you slew in a quick 10 quadrant in go up room. Does that make sense? Fairly straightforward. Now when we catch Rob Bugny's jacket Abernish cost like catch the Keheran you to 1 minus 3x you slew in the quadrant quick minus x. Now to x go to the t. So I catch my shot. X is like GT1 numbers GT1. So raised for image x trasness you to x minus 3x and you slew in the quadrant quick minus heat. So just swap image x GT1 he and GT1. So you to minus dou x and you slew in the quadrant kehe. Now how can you shot tower? To must you get just x the sheen. The XL is sheen came around to the door, or came around to the minus door. Ma Adamson saying, came and saying that our teacher, and they changed the direction of the inequality. It's just meaning why we changed the direction of inequality. Ma screams the short sheets and a signal may scream or do x, ni smona codmal luji keha. We changed the direction. Ma Adamson saying, you change the direction of the inequality because the variance in dou x trasig gene t show you ma plus dou x. The variance in keher trasig gene t show you ma minus keher. Agus came bala will in arrow pointer. Then x a pointer towards the minus 4. So that means must scream in bala show and just change the sign. We just change the direction of the inequality. So this Jane the height of Kanya to couple inequalities. Ma Arrington saying right across the board and change the direction of the inequality. Okay? So frigere x ni small na cosmal luge dog. Okay? Right. Kiss you one kiss you quick and then he give him couple of killing higher. So you to le x minus da ni small not see who x plus he. Okay? And inequality. Now, funny question shot. He got made it for yeah, he Jita Musculian, it's more video 100 fa she. Because right do August 3 is Shahan she. So just made the 100 for she. Ma vedem se yeah for she to magolal 3 bracket x minus do ni small na made the shot for she you ma keher for x plus he. So you to reach them coda. So just vedem 100 for she. Made the T1 and inequality for shape made in T1 left. It's cost that equal sign. It's just treated like an equal sign. You need to run the one T1, you need to run corner T1. Now, made the shinama, you to 3x minus she, ni small na keher x plus keher. X is like T1. So you to 3x minus keher x, ni small na keher plus she. So ratio to minus x, ni small na j. I guess the ratio I can use. Molar and sign. Minus x, so shin x ni slew, now lose j. And there's your solution. And then you okay, listen. You can then ma Arrington saying you change the direction of the inequality. That's all there's to it. Okay, right, try to get here and kiss the dó sé agus art and sinner line at Kate Fisa dó. So dó sé agus art. Right, so kiss over the dó, just go cast it, you to heen plus shart x, ní smóna Fisa dó. So you to shart x, ní smóna Fisa heen, x ní smóna 3. Kiss over the sé. You to yachrihu for x plus heen plus 3 haru for heen minus dó x, ní smóna codbla cehe. Made the anrod for dó yig. So 3 jan dó yig right care for dó art. So you to art for x plus heen plus nui ceher jahan dó yig right 3 for 3 nui heen minus dó x ní smóna codma ceher for dó yig cara art. So be curima there's to me do anrod the ma. Now raise you to art x plus art plus nui minus art yig x ní smóna codma cara art. Now you to minus jx plus shart jig ní smóna codma cara art minus jx ní smó na codma pun shart jig mas cara art agus umid. Do you find you lads? What's your shin?
No, actually, it's in concept.
Titan? Oh, right, so then we shall plus that so, right? Alright, Adam and G minus. So minus, so shin minus art, so shin minus shart jig, so shin trust and that should be. Oh, plus heen is on, go with this. Plus heen, so raise the shin cosma cara shart, so raise to x, ní jx, ní slú na cosma minus cara shart, so to x, ní slú na cosma minus ceher punche shart. Okay, go with this. Right, just over the art, x plus shart is going to 3, the slú na cosma dó x lúja heen, is going to quick plus dó. So made the anrod fa quick jig. So you have to quick bracket x plus shart. Ní slú na codma 3 bracket dó x lúja heen plus troha. So just made the anrod for quick jig. So you have to quick x plus shart, quick shart troha quick. Ní slú na codma sé x lúja 3 plus troha. So you have to quick x minus sé x. Ní slú na codma lúja or plus piece of shart minus troha quick. So you have to lúja x ní slú na codma lúja art. So to x ní smó na codma art. The race that I'm in the sign to the yet to so you change this direction of the inequality. So can you come your shot? Never. It's always x. You just go equal to lua x, not minus x. So I to x add a g plus, and you change the other side to plus, you change the direction of the inequality. Right. Now we get a wee bit ready for this. Linear. Now we go to quadratic inequalities. Now, raised quadratic inequalities. So exercise 7.2. Right? Catch every here. Okay, you to x carny here. Now to shortcut needs the test, so you do need to know this one. X carny minus dó x minus art. Okay, it's a function defined for x and minus art. By making a table of values, sketch the graph of graph or sketch. Right. Right. So kind of graph or sketch. So table of values to lúja 3 go quick. So x lúja 3, lúja dó, lúja heen, 0, heen, dó, 3, ceher agus quick. Y value. So raised use the calculator. So raised mode, table mode 3, function x carny here. So alpha x carny here, lúja dó, alpha x, lúja art. Start ag lúja 3, creamy quick, steps of 1. So you with figure shart 0, lúja quick, lúja art, lúja nui, lúja art, lúja quick, agus 0. That couldn't be right. Anyway, agus shart. Oh, bet you go on. Okay, so time is sketch session. Okay, so Tashmij or sketch. So Luigi heen, Luigi da, Luigi 3, heen, da, 3, keher, quick, she, automatic, this could you nui, or this could shart. So can we just get the this could you shart. Can we draw all the way she's could you minus night, or do you do whole system 2s, but anyway, Jonathan, I should. Luigi heen, Luigi da, Luigi 3, Luigi keher, Luigi quick, Luigi she, Luigi shart, Luigi art, agus Luigi nui. So we grow add the gun, but at least chocolate up to yourself being down to get the graph, you know. Heen, da, 3, keher, quick, she, right? So Luigi 3 la shart, so which was the boy and shot. Luigi da la 0, Luigi heen la Luigi quick, Yemni la Luigi art, heen la Luigi nui, Luigi art, C la Luigi quick, Keher la 0, agus quick la shart, agus tarnish out the graph. Now, agus in the graph, okay? That's straightforward. Now, graph jant good. So you shall use the table of values and your graph to find the solution set of the inequality x squared minus 2x minus 8 greater or equal to 0. Now, mark this inequality. To make equal to x squared minus da x minus art ni small na codrum na 0. Okay, use a table of values. Now, quay what's any small na codrum na 0? Our graph, right? Mark this our graph. There's any small na codrum na 0 into region Sean Shaw. Agus into region Sean Shaw. There's the x ni small na codrum na k. The value agus quick to the value going in small na codrum 0. Does that make sense? It's positive. Rather be either minus dog as k to the value ni slew. So frigere to x ni slew na codrum la luja da agus to x ni small na codrum la k. That's your solution. Value be to x ni slew na codrum la luja da to go ni golove ni small na codrum la 0. So you have a set solution. What's an okay again then? Okay. Could try to be a t-shirt to the t-shirt and graph. T-shirt and graph. Rather be at the luja dos to do negative, so it's less than 0. What's an okay? Now, the mogets is she's the solution, for example. Nia shows the cash, but just boil me venue deep. Abernes group has a quartet solution that x minus da x minus r ni slew na 0. What's the solution? Kai x Ewe ni slew na luja da or ni small ni small na luja da x ni small na luja da agus kaisha ve ni slew na ke. That would be your solution. So Jen note that shit. Okay. Mota ni small na codrum 0 we use both sides of the graph because the shall go suas. Now the graph upside down in balale, if it was an n-shaped graph, then you'd have opposite solutions. Okay, so it is quite to x squared minus da x luja art ni slew na 0 ta ni slew na 0 at the luja dogus care because the graph foin lina. What's an okay again? Now, rudder hockle ni yen and shed faster. Gan og the tip. To mul husband even as kinder jigatchen recha gan graph. Okay. Mal Lockhamson inequality. X squared minus da x minus art codrum na 0. We factorize. So it's to x for x, da for k minus agus plus. Okay? agus rís cosbla 0. So to x cosbla luide dá to x cosbla cehe. Now to sin agad, tiny to just tiny sketch the graph. Test cut out roots, you draw the sketch and then you test for 0. But more expression even as she head Castella. Okay? Now, part of it, use your graph and algebra, verify your solution from part 2. So show part, in the part journal and that's part 3. So in part 3, goes to algebra. So reach x equals minus 2, x equals 4, and then obviously own graph, test good quit. Now, one will graph Jan to good set. Abernest na Roshan ogad. I guess it's just general algebra, which what you'll do in the exam. There's a question percentage, I guess you should find the solution or to actually slew na cosma 0. Or ni small na cosma 0. So gender factorize. One will add the factorize but more good minus b formula, but anyway you'll get the roots. So the near root ogad, tiny to sketch cast of graph. So bulig minus da, I guess there's a bulig keha. And just draw a sketch the graph. It's a U-shaped graph. It is because it's x squared, positive x squared, so therefore it's a U-shaped graph. Now, try to test the unit. So we are to correct x equals 0 is just an inequality. So you have to 0 squared minus da for 0 minus art ni small na cosma 0. Or minus art ni small na cosma 0. Nia, so to shin brega. Okay? Now, Mial go shop breaker, that means Nial 0, more part on frigre. So we do the opposite. We go for the opposite sides. And there's your solution. I should know that we are going to own graph anyway. Can go get the graph of hand. Okay? So we just go to a new sample of the Shandi. Alright? Which get in pomos in the species and then in my sample of it. Right, we're just doing more sampling so that I can make sure I didn't catch the new or there's pepper screwed here. Abernest, I'm just going to hold you to catch the here, right? Abernest got higher versus g of x. Graph a short ways I give you an example. Where's a graph edge and then kind of graph a harn to shot to hin. So there's a linear equation that kind of harn to shot. So find that point you turn shot the graph. So Abernest grow g of x and shot. Got free chen, I just got free to punches and shot. Okay, shin the g of x. I can short the f of x. So shocking a catch hookers needs to the exam paper. I guess catch is find the range of values of x where g of x is greater or equal to f of x. Can the end now the yeah vala he gets in the end. Obviously chi equation will get for g of x. Okay, so just get me my equation for your shot. Right, do the equation and figure out my head recently in the mark. But anyway, can you see what's it then be can the like equation of a line? Can you go on junior side? Slope book is rod, yeah. Quite the slope book is rod double unfortunately, right? Right, so I'll bring my equation, so this is a bit of work, right? Bad example. But anyway. Lock with F function. So lock with 0 or luge dollar 0 agus give organization chart, quick la chart. So lock with slope equals y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. So reach the shin cosma x hin y hin x da y da. So you to chart luge 0 is can quick plus da. Which the cosma chart is can the chart which the cosma hin. Perfect. Okay. Now, reach the equation of line y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So you have to y minus 0 cosma m, so the slope here made it for x minus 1, so x plus 2. So the equation of the line is x plus x, y equals x plus 2. So frigure, so it's in this equation da g of x. So test from this called g of x cosma x plus 2. Is it okay? Okay? Huh? minus x1, so x1 is minus 2, so minus from minus is plus. Is it okay? Now, the equation all good, right? Now, the question is check t1 g of x ní smó na codma f of x. So, la algebra sublan tún ye equation is shot. So, we just go lianu relative Sean short. So, arban grow x plus 2 ní smó na codma x carne here, lúja dó x minus art. And we solve. So raised to the anrod trasnig gt1. So to 0 ní slú na codma x carne here minus dó x minus art minus x minus dó. So raised to facon. So to 0 ní smó na codma x carne here minus 3x minus j. Now raised to we get in the screw a balla heart. So to x carne here minus 3x minus j ní slú na codma 0. Now I have an inequality. We factorize. So factorize due to x for x, dó for quick minus agus plus. X codma lúja dó, x codma quick. Okay? Now, short of this, I'll go share. Now, can the yen show you he got out graph solution screen sheets because quite to g of x is small than f of x. So to g of x is small than f of x in which region? So to the go or a graph catch what Chinese. Chinese small. Okay? So, Shaw he got the yen algebra. It is tiny shot the sketch. That the bullet minus dó is the bullet quick. Then test for your 0. Go ni test for your 0. From home to 0 is just the inequality Sean Shaw. Then we for 0 squared minus 3 for 0 minus j. Ní slú na codma 0. Well minus j ní slú na codma 0. Test. That's shouldn't fear. So therefore, the solution is between those two lines. Okay, so to g of x ní smó na f of x either lúja dó agus quick. So frigere te x ní slú na lúja dó agus ní smó na quick, not equal. And that would be your solution set. Okay, I know it's my car surely garden legally help, but it's in the test. So this own graph test good. Well, g of x equal to 1 f of x into region shouldn't because like to say for to f of x ní slú either quick agus lúja dó. So it makes sense. Okay, right. It's okay again here. Right, I'm afraid g kist ever dawn. Try to get hin kist ever dawn not you hin. Okay. Kist ever dawn. The f of x. The gog g x squared minus k hat x minus quick. Okay, so by making a table of values of the lúja dó shape. So these kind of graph. Now, jiglin shaw yenu gana graph a hand. Jiglin shaw reach a gana graph. Just goes at part 3. Probably easier than that you go the graph a hand. So just out can eat. How do we solve this function? Go to ní slú na 0. So let me get it clear. So we factorize. So factorize you to x for x, hin for quick minus agus plus. X codma lúja hin, x codma quick. Okay? Tarn sketch. To the bullet lúja hin, agus to the bullet quick. Tarn shot the graph. Okay? Now, race jit me go new test for the 100. X equals 0. Yeah, x cosma nemni. So cosja x cosma nemni is just an inequality. So you have to 0 squared minus k for 0 minus quick ní slú na 0. Minus quick ní slú na 0 to shin fear. So therefore, test 0 is part of the answer. So that means your solution is between the 2 points. Now, the machine breaker, we use the opposite. So you can show out to my right. Cost like so raised frigere to x. Golave ní smó na lúja hin agus ní slú na quick. And there's your solution. Can now go the graphs on road like your hand. So just join the part journey the ahan kest. It's just as handy. Which is okay. Because the ahan need to just go a hand graph machine agus to go if I kill anyway the solution. Which is okay. So it's just far quicker. Right. So just in case 3 quick agus short. So 3 quick agus short. Yeah, I'm going to hold your ball be the weekend because the stage are legendary. Okay? So you have 3 quick go short in a structure and wrong. So we're just doing part journal. So our part journal which is greater or equal to 0. So how do I prove what's the values of x which is greater or equal to 0? Oh shit, get isn't a factorize I'll do. No. So bracket, 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 agus bracket. So you do dá x for x, hín for dá plus agus minus. Okay. It is so to x quadrumla le or to x quadrumla luja dá. So we have no and okay lasa. Now it is turn sketch and graph. Luja dá an seogain agus to le an seogain. And it's x squared positive, so it's a U-shaped graph. Okay, then test for your 0. So you have to 2 for 0 squared plus 3 for 0 minus dá ní smó na cosma 0. Wall minus dá ní smó na cosma 0. No, not a chance. So this is brega. Right, so this is brega. So what's the solution? So your solution is a t shot because níl 0 is part of the answer. Agus a t shot. So that's your solution. So to x ní slú na quadrumla luja dá agus to x ní smó na quadrumla le. Okay, and that's your solution.